Hello out there in YouTube land! I'm sounding a little bit more pepped up because I totally am! Ignore that purple thing on top of the Ebon Hawk. Hi, I'm Pampered Duchess. Welcome to Space Engineers! This is now... great! Episode 5. You'll notice behind me here, if I turn the right way, there is a non-existent rock back there. I mined a little bit off camera. Sorry. It's fine. I had to test the ship, the mining ship, and go ahead and get some materials and stuff like that. I had to tweak the design a couple of different times. I had somebody comment that she looked a little bit like potatoes from the group survival series with morphologists, you know, between Captain Shack, Morphologist, and Wasted Space. Hey, I guess great minds think alike, or I kind of was thinking about that design when I made the ship. It's okay. Whatever. So how about we get to work? Oh, and you'll notice, somebody made a comment about the UI. I've had this UI mod forever. A long time. And I absolutely love it. It's the 3D first-person HUD. It's kind of awesome. Very much immersive. If I turn it off, I'm like, oh, I have this and this, and I move at such and such speed, and whatever. But we have work to do. I am not going to show off the mining ship just yet. I did finish the design, but I'm not going to show her off just yet, because I still have the naming thing going on for the mining ship. There have been some great comments on that, you guys. I am not kidding. I absolutely love each and every one of them. But especially, there was the suggestion of Azura, which I was like, dude, that is totally a cool name. And yeah, I one-upped it. I liked it. It's a pretty cool name. And then there is one that, oh my gosh. If this character model could actually do a facepalm, I would so do it right now, because I am facepalming about how much it made me laugh. I don't know if you kids are, you know, old or young enough or anything like that to remember Sesame Street, but somebody suggested I call the mining ship Snuffleupagus. I don't know if I would get any sort of, like, DCMA for that, but I was laughing my butt off. It was a great name. It really was. So those are the two that are in number one. Number 1 and number 2. Snuffleupagus in the lead, Azura close behind. There was a suggestion by somebody who's been, like, blowing up my channel for, like, the last hour or something like that. And it was the HMS, or the HM Arc. I know that, you know, when you have royal vessels and different things like that, it's HMS, which means Her Majesty's ship. And I'm doing dumb things by saying all the time. Sorry, guys. But I know what the designation, the acronym stands for and everything. So I'm actually, you know, something of an Anglophile. So I'm okay with naming the ship HM or HMS. But Arc doesn't seem like it's going to fit for a mining ship. I don't know. But it did give me an idea for another ship. So, if you are watching, I am definitely thinking about that name. Ya betcha. Uh-huh. Yeah. Definitely thinking about that name. Anyway, so, what are we going to do this episode? Well, the sun is doing weird things. we haven't yet had any sort of like nighttime sort of stuff going on, which bodes well, I think. So, but I'm still a little bit paranoid about the Cyberhounds. And anyone who's anybody doing a survival series on a space engineer's planet right now should be worried about Cyberhounds. Because everybody's like, oh, we should go to the alien world because it's the one with the most challenge. It's got the bugs and whatnot. And I came here because I was like, okay, a challenge is nice and all, but I tend to think about finding resources as a challenge too, and I like building stuff. So, there you go. You'll notice I put something on the hotbar here. No, I'm not going to have this painted purple. Not yet. But I am going to paint this. It's just not going to be purple. I am going to go white because I want it to blend in with the snow. And I wish I could get it like a bluish white like the snow is right now. But anyway. So I am thinking that a platform needs to be built. Now wait, was this the heavy armor blocks? Or the light armor blocks? I have to check that. Because I really should go with the heavy armor blocks. Especially like on the lower sections here. Because it's like, if the Cyberhounds come around, then they're going to be attacking my junk. And I like my junk right where it is, thank you very much. Yeah, you can go ahead and laugh. It's okay. I'll wait. Done laughing? Okay. So, I want to keep my stuff right where it is. What I am going to do is go ahead and... This one's going to be the middle. This is going to be like one tall pillar. I have like a whole concept for this right now. But the pillar in the middle doesn't necessarily have to be heavy armor. But the rest of them probably should be. Because if the Cyberhounds can't get to you, then they self-destruct. Which is really kind of dumb, but okay, whatever. Keen comes up with some nifty ideas. Also, I kind of loaded into this world and had a sex change. Because they changed the way that the med stations work. So that you can now go through, like, if you have, like, a multiplayer world or something like that, then I'm gonna need more steel plates. A lot more steel plates. But if you have a... Goodness gracious. If you have a multiplayer world, and they're still working on the multiplayer code, of course, then... you know that trying to get like some sort of PvP going where you actually have like different spawns for the different factions and whatnot is kind of hard to do in Space Engineers. Well, not anymore. Because... oh yeah, I loaded a mod. It's... you'll see it later. Wondering I may have to go out and go get some more nickel. Yep, I'm gonna have to go out and get some more nickel. Because I can't do nickel and some cobalt. I don't think I've found cobalt yet. Anyway, I wanted to at least weld in the bottom parts, but I don't think that's going to happen. I may not have the resources for heavy metal. Heavy armor plates. Yeah, well, revisions happen. I think that should be a thing that all engineers say. That, when you're going through and putting designs together and whatnot, revisions happen. Ooh, I am watching that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do heavy plate just yet, so I should do the conversions and all that junk at a later time. Because, yeah, I really don't want to be caught naked when the Cyberhounds come around. That would be a little awkward. But I am going to work on this design here. Now, this is going to be all the way up. It's going to be the round blocks. Is that still a heavy armor block? Yep. Still a heavy armor block. I don't need that to be a heavy armor block right now. But anyway. This is going to go up. Not sure how far. But it's going to be the first of the pillars. So there's that. And I can't really build up any higher than one. Well, I'll just have to use my jetpack. Oh, hello. Do I have the inertial dampeners off? Yeah, I have the inertial dampeners off. Don't do that, kids. It's a very bad thing. I think it should at least be as tall as the ebony. Come on. Put it in there. Okay. That's about as tall as the ship. I do not typically endorse doing a whole lot of flying when you're on the planets because, I mean, you can watch how quickly my hydrogen drops while I'm using my jetpack and everything. And for some reason, this character model doesn't have jetpack sounds. Oh well, thing to know for the future. I should land. Because I don't know... No, I do not have any hydrogen bottles in my inventory. That would have sucked. Because it would have fallen and died. And somebody's not cleaning it up. I don't know. Yeah, that was a reference. You're welcome. Those who understood the reference, kudos. Because that is the best thing ever. Anyway. So, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go through and order a crap ton of steel plates, because I'm gonna need these things. Can't do those yet. Put it in an order for another 1,000 of those. And I do like how balanced the oxygen bottles are, though. It's a good balance. It helps you if you're gonna go through and do a survival on a planet. Because you don't have to worry about sitting there and refilling your hydrogen so much. I mean, when the planets first came out, the hydrogen depleted so fracking quickly it wasn't even funny. Okay, we're roughly about as tall. And one more block, but I'm not gonna sweat that too much. So let us go ahead and get these welded in. This is gonna take a second. I have thought about going through and getting the upgraded welder and drill, just simply because it's faster, more efficient, those things. That was bad. That almost sucked. Plus, the stage 2 ones are purple, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I kind of have a thing for purple. I don't know if it's all that obvious or not. Plus, it makes it easier for you guys, because I even have, like, the welding speed and the grinding speed and all that stuff upgraded a bit, because I knew that I was going to be filming for YouTube, so I didn't want to sit here and bore you to tears with all the grinding and junk. All the grinding and welding and all that jazz. Again, the boring parts of the game. But I figured I would do at least this much, because it kind of starts to give you guys an idea of where I'm going with this. What the hell is going on with that landing gear? Is this a bad thing? Is this damaging my landing gear? No, it isn't. It's just weird, funky effects. Okay. Whew. That almost was bad. I was a little bit scared there for a minute. Alrighty. So, I think what I'm gonna do is at least 4 pillars like this. But I won't do them all. I won't do them all now. I can do those, you know, maybe a little bit off camera and things like that. But really, I think before I do anything major off camera or anything, I'm gonna have at least the skeleton in place before I cut and do it off camera and stuff. I have seen people go through and do time-lapse, and that's an idea I've had, but I'm not entirely sure how I could do it and make the situation enjoyable for you. Because half the time, if you're going through and watching somebody do like a time-lapse or something from first-person perspective, it's kind of blinding. It's kind of really disorienting. I need more plates. More plates! More plates! I knew I was going to run out relatively quickly. Order another 1,000. Because reasons. Oof. Whee! Spinning around. And I like going through and using these rounded blocks because it gives a certain aesthetic, and it takes away a lot of the armor edges and whatnot. It helps it make pretty, and I like pretty because yeah, and stuff. Oh crap, I just toppled. Dude! That almost sucked. Wow! I have no words. That is weird. Okay. So, that's a thing. That happened. Um. So, wow. I am just flabbergasted, and I think I just had a heart attack. Holy crap, because I was like, don't hit the ship! It's the only thing I was thinking about is, I can rebuild that crap, just don't hit my ship. Oh man. Oof. Wow. That was... Yeah. Anyway, so... Junk and stuff. Right. Moving on. Okay. Lesson to be learned. Don't do that, kids. Because even if it's touching even corners and stuff like that, it will still topple over. So, don't do that. I think that's probably the funniest thing that's happened in my episodes so far. And scary. Oh my gosh. I'm still reeling over that. Ugh. See, I'm making mistakes. It's like, oh crap. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Right. Thank you. I hit X, not Z. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's warning me about... Why is it beeping at me? What? Is it my energy? My energy is low. And I'm out of hydrogen. How am I so quickly out of hydrogen? That's weird. What the heck happened? Did I put my hydrogen? That is so weird. I had 3 of those things. What the crap? It uses the bottles? This is not okay. It trashes the bottles now. That is not awesome. Right, so we have to get a platform up here to work from. Soon. Okay. So all of this is basically... And that's my timer going off. Come on, phone. Okay. So this is the beginning of the base. The first pillar. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do my usual intro while I'm going through. No, I could. But I'm going to cut it here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.